What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Friday. It's time for some more Ace Attorney. Continuing some more. Oh, let me put the volume down. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm at it. Alright, let's continue where we left off. Right, because I have two different files saved. I know this was the one I have to forgive. I just have to keep in mind what I'm doing. Okay, we're good, we're good. Yes. Alrighty. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. Maggie. Detective Gumshoe. Are you doing alright? Oh yeah, I forgot. I just remembered something. I didn't bring my drinks. Be right back. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alrighty, let's continue. Are you doing alright? How are you feeling? As if you need to ask either question, sir. Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger. And you? Yes? You better square this case away. Got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious. Hey, detective. You're on our side for once, right? Yep. So, you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Of course. I got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I'm always admired you so much, detective. I know I could count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today. I can only wish. Alright, let's speed up. Bitter. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? What's wrong? Oh, I know why. Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You's talking to me?" It was a little, well, intimidating. No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix. I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please. Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. Yep. As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition for the evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said, trust me. Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness. Let me stretch. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court. Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. Really? Other way around, Detective. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyways, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation tied up another case now. I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control, for everyone's sake. I see, so, Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn L. What? Okay, sorry, I was just looking at something. Glenn. I was just wondering, can you spell his name backwards? Glenn... It'll spell the same thing. Glenn. Yeah, if you spell his name backwards, it's the same thing. I just noticed that, just the N in the middle. His name is Glenn. Glenegg. Whatever. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. The corpse has accept this. Okay. And here's the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of coffee. At the time of the incident, there was 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Victor Kudo. It still seems to be a very straightforward case for me. Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at the table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Egg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was the potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had some kind of motive. Using the dark aromatic depth of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. The facts of this case sorry, I can't read. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would like for you to cross-examine. But yes, please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood? I already told you that wasn't me. Can I stop you for that 1 minute? Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true. He's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said. And what killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey, sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner of the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. There are two testimonies tied up on that. They both said that there was no other guy on the table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Yeah, let's press harder. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed them. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. Ha! That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations, Tripe. I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guilty Vale. Population, the defendant. This is a photograph taken from the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Tripe, would anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. We understand. Oh, you read that. So traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else. Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'll say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Huh. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Tripe? The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. It seems that the poison could have only been in the coffee. What should I do? Should I press? Yeah, let's press harder. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that he ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking. In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir. Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This. Should I be grateful this coffee is only hot enough to give me first degree burns? Oh, now I remember. This is the victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that was the waitress brought to him. Like this. Ugh! He chugged it down. For the record, the only prints of the cups were the victim's and the defendant. Upon further investigation on this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. Alright. Some kind of motive. Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee and you can always get another. Huh? I don't get it. I'm saying we can only get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday too. It disappeared from the scene on the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one. Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press... I guess we should press harder again. Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared and no implications was my client. Ha. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. That's the $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What? Ha. She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. I better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. Yeah. Judge is funny. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too. But it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say. It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it's found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. Hey, Zombie, how are you? Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Let me shut you out. The story continues. Yeah, this is a long case. We have 2 more cases after this one. The next one's gonna be like a little prelude. But the last one's gonna be long. Ooh, the last case is gonna be a real long one. You couldn't go out, but you do feel better. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There is also the matter of the $500,000. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. Yeah, he's been really like tempted to get that lottery ticket. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money. My mother wants to come with me, but she wants to rest. I'm not gonna... I mean, you could save it for tomorrow, right, Zombie? Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast. Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. I said that it's about time to wrap up in this repeat performance. She worried I'm not strong enough to carry the cat with wet. I see. With one final decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie. This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it? Ha! It seems like the star of our play was a little flustered. Yeah, it's better safe than sorry, Zombie, I agree. And somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee. That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Yeah. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most important thing in this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else. I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. Now, I don't know if you noticed this about Godot Zombie, but this is the second time he missed out on something when he tried to point out evidence. Obviously, I don't want to say too much, but in the last trial, he missed out something that was it was a diamond ring. And there's a reason why he missed it. Now here, obviously you see this apron, and he's talking about a pocket and the coffee stain. But he didn't mention another detail. And there's a reason why. The pocket. A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket. Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What? But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Are you gonna continue some more Monster Hunter? No, never mind. Never mind. I just remembered. Don't answer that question. Tonight's your surprise stream. Never mind. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain? Yeah, okay, so he just gave it away. So you noticed that Mr. Godot didn't notice the bloodstain. Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? So, since he brought it up, okay, so in the last trial, he noticed that Mr. Look At Me had a ring, but he never mentioned the red diamond ring. Here, he didn't notice the bloodstain. Notice that they both are red. Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood color stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a blood stain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective? Could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. That's, it's just ketchup. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again, and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. I thought everyone knew what that was already. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established. Well, trite. It seems you are really our phony after all. You really know how to drive a man's nuts. I read that wrong, but whatever. Witness, please continue your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a scary old man, sir. Okay. Poor Maggie has passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Okay, zombie, no worries. You identified the victim as secure your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one, so let's have fun. Okay. Wait a sec. Huh? Did I say something dumb again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified to the court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. He's so let down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket. It seems Mr. Glenegg visited the doctor before he went to Tribulations. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. What should I do? Should I leave this alone or should I ask to hear more? Let's ask about the bag. Let's ask about his health insurance. So, what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty. Ha! You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence. Desperate, are you, Tripe? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, Detective? Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officer recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given the prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where then did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool, pal. Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook some vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say for that? Ha! That's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic or the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New Ear Otolaryngological Clinic. Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in the fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum? Then what on earth was that prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. What? It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medications in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is, in very fine print. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of the medications while he was at Tribulations. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. It seems that the medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No, Nick. If you don't think of something quick, it will all be over. And she's right. But I can't get away with any weak objection. What should I do? Oh, let's push it. Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statements. It seems Mr. Egg correctly applied some of his medication when he was at Tribulations. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? But the medication in question was for the topical use of the ear canal. That couldn't change the fact that it could not be found in the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well that I do that the medication is irrelevant. It's hardly seemed like a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems like that coffee with waitress served would contain an ether. But it did. The possibility is undeniable. That's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot. I got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was in the restaurant the day of the murder. Victor Kudo, the pigeon hater. Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems a little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me. Yay, good job, Nick. The court will adjourn for 10 minutes, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Ha! I suppose this means I will just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned. Okay. Phew! That was close. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'll help me, but he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's gotta do his job, right? It's okay, I know all about lies and betrayal. I had them in my whole life. But it really hurts this time, and it felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Poor Gumshoe. So the next witness is going to be the old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set up in his way, you know. Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you gonna be able to handle him, Nick? Yeah, I could take whatever he throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seeds. Let's continue. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls for the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? The name is Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what makes me mind you. I could be quite emotional at times. You don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation. My occupation? Yeah, listen, youngin. How much call you think there is for kimono embroidery here? Kimono embroidery? That's what I do or did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, real craftsman. You're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he could embroider my costume sometime. Anyways, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working for the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Now then, witness. Were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh yes. I was eating some seed over a cup of Javachino. Seeds? What do you think these are, I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps. Did I? Oh yes I did. I saw it all. Then please tell the court. We're all ears. Sure. I'll tell you. I'll tell you every last detail. He's really getting into this. I know. Last time he didn't want to talk. Okay. The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it. Looked like he was in terrible pain and then collapsed. That's the serving girl, right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. Gah! You're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with the old-fashioned ones, Newfangled? All this talk of radios and glasses is wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me? Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You said I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have a particular feature that you can identify her by? Particular features. It's a disgrace what it is. Sorry? You can see all the way up to her, you know. She's particularly naked in that uniform. So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But anyone could wear it's just a uniform, even me. Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image. Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together. I guess I got a bit carried away. Gah. There are other things I recognize about her too. He seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Yeah, let's press harder. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether the waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I will ask you to add them to your testimony. Sure. There was a ribbon in... Oh yeah, I read this one. Let's press on this. So you seem to remember several details about her appearance, but what about the crucial details of all? Her face. Yeah, as if I wouldn't remember that. The witness noticed the stripes on the accused's apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right, I can't even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness' eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this than I should. Let's talk about the back. The identifying features you describe are all things you could see from the back. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all? Objection! Ha! He's got you there, Gramps. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment. I'll tell you I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, the court's request that you add details about identifying the features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony. Sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get longer. Let me take a drink. Hold on a sec. Mr. Kudo, I would like for you to please take a look at this. God, that filthy thing will fit like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. Do you think I forget something as dirty as that? Well, you half-wit clock. He just got himself, yep. You got him. What? What is it? Ever since you half-witted clock, there's been an eerie silence in here. Mr. Kudo, this apron. It's the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if he had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this. Ha, well, well. Looks like we finally found a genuine trial on our hands. Listen, Tripe. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee's cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you just said. Remember and seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. You could rely on me, Captain. My noggin is a perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what a burger a customer wanted. He can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out. Very well, let's just test how good your memory is. Tell us what you remember about the victim. Alright. He was another of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and that noisy brat kept rustling his pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. That little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. Alright, so the testimony we have just heard was test to how credible the witness' memory is. It seems to me he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything. How are we gonna handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just triple him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but it's what I do best. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory. I know! There's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you, nothing! If I got anything wrong, I'll eat the seeds and sing the pigeons a song. Care to test where this is going, Tripe? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left hand. Ka! What is this? Kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim, you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lip. Yes, there's a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where the stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup on his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo. Well, yeah, it does make sense where the lip is at. Okay, it makes sense. The court is waiting for your epic performance. You said eat those seeds and sing the pigeon a song. Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness has better go back to the park where he came from. What? Wait! If you think I'm gonna stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony. That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen. I am. It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky hair yahoo, who are at fault. Who, me? Thank you, old man. We heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man, old man. Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I got to say. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but sure, why not hear a little more, Mr. Kadat? but this is my 16th cup of coffee. So this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. Alright. This guy's so goofy. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side of the green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it this time. He was fiddling it and just before he picked up the cup too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye, excuse me. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. A monitor? You mean like a television screen? The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called HMD. It's common too in the victim's line of work. HD, TVD, DVD, CDs, all these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter. I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth. It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. And those are the facts in good old black and white. Alright. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observation of the victim. What? You said he was wearing that earpiece on the same side of the HMD. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo. But the victim couldn't hear his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Eh? Traces of medication for his condition was found in the ear canal. That's right, it's impossible that the victim was listening with his left ear, because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. Pigeon! Pretty pigeon! The witness testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when he knows his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot, a single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in this cup. This old man is my last drop of milk. Captain, are you calling me a drip? This is the victim's coffee in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark of the rim clearly shows the victim picked up with the right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank his Javachino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup with his right hand and then switched to the left. That's what the old man saw. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The fact still stands. With one hand of the other, Mr. L drank that poisoned coffee. Like this. Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness' memory is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless. I believe it is time to conclude today's proceeding. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old man. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, you can't reach me from here. What the fuck? Welcome back, zombie. I'm ordering the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. Court is adjourned. Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Kudo. Thanks to that blue-suited youngster upstart over there, I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I could do. I kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else this court should know. What? There's more? To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything, but I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark. Me? He's looking at me like I'm some kind of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say? One final showdown. The final chapter to this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose with me, Captain? I'll give you all the Javachinos you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man. My gosh, that's enough witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet! Much, much quicker. I can't believe this is happening. You better get ready, youngster! I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's got to be using some kind of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. The final showdown. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of the Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right there. It broke and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things around. Turn things upside down, This guy. Is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. You're doubting me again. You're doubting the poor defenseless old man. No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah, so what? Probably. That's all I could think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain. That's why you all think of. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final cross-examination, please. Oh, but the vase is right there. Mr. Kudo, this is a photo of the crime scene. So what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Huh? Lost your tongue, Granddad? I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch. Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. What is it now? I just remembered something. Yes? Go on. The broken vase. It was on my table. What? Well, you see. It startled me when that young man just collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table. Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked. This is so stupid. Oh, boy. We went nowhere with this shit. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question for now. Have I, have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. Ah! Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more! I got more to say! Oh yes, I remember something else. He's done. Bailiff, escort the witness out of this courtroom. Wait! Listen to me! The judge is done with this guy. Well, we seem to have been considered sidetracked. And I'm still in the position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimonies we have heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank with his left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted in his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it. I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor. This witness we just heard from, he is most insistent that the testimony should be of use. So he summarized it according to the state. Oh yeah, the haiku. He wrote a haiku. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that. Cause that's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you are, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot's. Yes, Your Honor. Oh no, that's a new haiku he wrote. I'm sorry, this is the piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? That is all. Court is adjourned. To be continued. Yes, I will save. I will make a new save. Some more investigations. Hooray. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this trial today. I hope I do. So, how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wondered if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get kind of out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is that the old man saw the apron, straps, and the ribbon, and that's what the victim was wearing. An earpiece that was for his eardrum that was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionness. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah. We gotta find one for Maggie, or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty. I guess Maggie's still in questioning, but we got questions to ask her too. Maggie, keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. Alright, I guess we'll keep moving. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it. Come on. Hey, that sounds like... Now just call 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up around here. That's the wrong number. Looks like an 8 will only have netted me $5 anyways. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Gumshoe? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was like, I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is, and he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? Yes, what can you say? Because that shit tastes horrible. So this is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know. You always blow my part. You always blow my part. Oh, sorry. You always blow apart my testimony. Why? Of all days, didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just wasn't any holes in it for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would he have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyways, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean? Well, how did she put it again? She's mad at him. Something like that. Why? Please, Gumshoe! I didn't mean... Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall. Nick. Oh, man. Poor Gumshoe. Oh, excuse me. So, did you like the twin tea set? I never paid that much money for lunch before. I was nervous. My hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Like shit. Well, for 20 bucks, I guess I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with him? It looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe this taste. And I just realized, it's bad! Just that's it! It just tastes bad! It's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you paid 20 bucks for it, you know? Maybe he should have found about the price after he finished eating it. Hey Nick, maybe that's why Glen Ango came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin tea set. If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glen Egg, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about this guy. Why don't we ask Gumshoe what he knows? Excuse me. So, what were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Gumshoe. You could tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing, really. It was just a daily exercise show. Oh, he's lying. He's lying. He's definitely lying. One big lie. What the? A side lock? This lunch special sure is great. Now he's definitely lying. Come on, Gumshoe. Then why are those tears in your eyes? He's definitely lying. Excuse me. Oh, man. Alright, Gumshoes, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you've made a big thing out of it, I'm definitely not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'll say it was related to the... What do we have in here? Excuse me. I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glen Egg did. It's like you could see right through me. I cracked them already? See, pal? That's what I said. It was nothing. Alright, let's talk about the radio then. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figure I'll give it a try. What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how did it go? I won 50 cents. It would be better to win nothing at all with a half a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. L, see? And they got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. I bet that's what Mr. Egg was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah, what time is it now? Oh, it's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Okay. Millionaire Radio. That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. This guy was a real program genius. They called him the walking computer at the places where he worked. What happens when he crashes though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyways, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. Egg worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. We'll be fine. I know all that high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens, huh? Alright, I guess we'll make a move. Oh, excuse me. Hey, look at the weebs back there. Wow, this place is so high-tech. You can almost smell the electricity in there. It is a computer firm, Maya. They can't just work without any electricity, you know. Who are you? Oh, hello. I'm sorry, access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whack education show. My name is Lisa Basso. I'm the company director. Director? She's a human? She looks more like a ghost in the shell. Haha, I see what they did there, game. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I have to clip that. And that thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glenn Eggs? That's a DMH. No, it's the other way around. Right? Nice try, but it's the other way. Yeah, exactly what I said. It's an HMD. By the way, isn't that a Beautiful Joe reference? I'm pretty sure that's a Beautiful Joe reference. All of my programmers here at the Blue Screens all supply with HMDs. Then, do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. Alright, I guess we talked to her, right? Or do we just examine some stuff? Let's look around it. Whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over this place. I think real whiz kids can work any condition, you know. She's trying to hint that I should be tidying my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry though. Hey, this calendar. What about it? Is this another hint about tidying? You could forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd. That's the day Mr. Egg was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah, it says meet with the tiger. The tiger. Well, too bad I wasn't streaming this last year, because that would be the year of the tiger. Year of the rabbit now. Wow, look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full of these. His drawers are full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets though. This many tickets will get you what? A buck down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard of where you try to profit from the dead, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. About Mr. Egg. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from one of the two bugs in his personality. Oh? Like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's with that pose she's making? What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. We gotta find out what this trouble was exactly. I guess we could talk to her now. So what exactly is his firm business? I will try to simplify as you could understand. We analyze the data management system required by certain branches of industries and deliver optimum operating systems and source leveling components to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyzing management. It doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, honey. The software we produce is distributed on CDs. Yes, compact disc. Digital optical storage media. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. It is a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time-slicing comment on logical access to share global variables. Obviously, can't read this, they'll keep going. Okay, a bunch of jargon. Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of things we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah. Your blank smile just said otherwise, but Maya. You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know, it's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier. But I couldn't tell him anything either, because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with blue screen inks. How about Mr. Egg's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one, right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you're welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue up here somewhere. About Mr. Egg. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry, why would you think that? Well, she just said it. I thought you said, yeah, exactly. You said he got himself in some trouble because he lost he's a bit of a loser. Oh! 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 She has, oh shit, we got 3! I barely even know this girl. I guess Mr. Egg's in every other man with his own power secrets. Yeah, we have nothing to talk about. Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. Wow. gonna make a separate save. I still want to get that trophy, so separate saves. I'll be back next month. Wee, natural man, I'll be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid that it might get a little hot around here. No, I will have everything ready, I promise. I love fire, you know? I love the way it crackles. No, 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 stop it, I beg you. Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. Mas no, this is not necessary. You could trust me, mademoiselle. Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh no, you don't have to worry. You know you worried far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is like oil that sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye for now. I have the shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become the nervous wreck. There! Oh, oui, that feels good. Ugh. Oh la la! Excuse-moi, monsieur. My eyes! Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this, la oil de sandalwood. Isn't that the leftovers of what you were just using? Oh my god. He's so goofy. You don't know exactly how many customers, do you? You don't have many customers, do you? Mr. Armstrong. No, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is perfect time for me to visit, no? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you the dish so pretty. Put it on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. But you are right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is the problem. Perhaps people do not understand it. They think it is a trade. I just want people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays. Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to the finale. No one will take it from me. So, who was that woman you were just talking to? Ooh la la, you saw that. Well, yes, sorry. So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful. Polite, graceful. And she likes raw meat and fires, right? I'm just gonna skip this. This is a flashback, and we just recently saw it. Now that I think about it, hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well, let's show them that piece of evidence and see what happens. I want to make sure I save. I still want to go for that trophy. I'm just making sure I got the right save. I don't want to fuck it up. Alright, I think we're good. Alright. Okay, I can't talk to him yet. I don't see any signs of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here. Anyways, at least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Alright. Nothing here. Oh, wrong button, excuse me. Was I supposed to do something right here? Please, monsieur, there is no need to show me that. You are Mon. Phoenix Wright, the worst defense attorney in town. I'm pretty sure I know who he formed a complete wrong impression of me. The last time we met, did I show you this badge? Oh wait, you flashed it to everyone in the restaurant. Looks like Fake Phoenix is a bigger fan of flashing stuff than you are, Nick. Sorry, I pressed the one. Let me show him this. So, as long as that paper exists, I am a delightful angel with a broken wing. An angel, huh? Doesn't bond well when you think about it. They keep harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them with what? Must be sure, if I did not owe the money, I would have refused. But my hands are tight. Please, what did you agree to help them with? None, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with that salad garnish. Ew, I hope he doesn't mean that he literally be sliced up with sherbet garnish. I'm gonna guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract. Am I right? Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. The woman who was here earlier, I take it that she's, Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep and lived in. It is a sign of the bad world we live in. Ugh. No, I say it's more of a sign of a bad culinary skills. The woman who was here, the scary woman, she is from their own office. Loan office? Is that where you borrow $500,000 from? Then the lender, it is called. Catchy name, just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10. $10? Sounds like you hold monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, I could get more than that. Thank you very much. So, tender lender is the loan office you borrow $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if they got anything to do with this case. I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me money, I have to pay him back of $500,000 now. I'm like a slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who is he? The tiger. The tiger? He is my manager, the tender lender, a terrifying man, the big monster. When he shouts at me, my knees just tremble, and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise, the zap batter, old scooter rides, I start to cry. A big city monster who rides a battered old scooter. Oh, we saw him. Does this guy resemble me by any chance? That's I know. It is terrible. Oh no! This man is a presence. I'm most formidable personality. And though, he does have a spiky hair just like you. There is resemblance here, I suppose. I can't do it with a straight face. Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you... One sec. If you want to visit the lender, it is just beyond the Vitamin Square. Hey, Nick. If you need money, I could loan you some. As long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square. Alright. Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much what wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. You know what, Zombie? All jokes aside, I would love for Pete to stream this case. I would love for him to read what Mr. Armstrong has to say, since he knows French. We'll see you later then. Bye. Alright. Why is it... Wait, why did he come back? He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me. What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been really worried about her. She looks like she lost a lot of weight. Gumshoe. How many weenies are in there? There's not a single person on Earth who could put this much meat. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of those tender juiciness. So we give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. I can't say no, can I? Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give this to Maggie. He's finally gone. Okay, let's go to the tender lender. All right. This place gives me a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome! Talk about a creepy voice. It makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. Oh, you're here to discuss a loan? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone, just like that. I guess we'll just have to come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. I already see something on the right side that catches my eye. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around. Do you think it'll be okay? Of course. No one would ever know. Coffee? Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Nick! Let's get out of here. I just noticed something on the desk, by the way. Now she wants to get out of here. I just noticed something. The CD. And this right here. This right here. This right here. Hey, look. It's that Parisian style coat. It's so chic. Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. The suit is the same color as yours. The same color as my suit. Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick, you gotta take a look at this. Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly, otherwise... Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she says. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you, only so I could take care of you. Understand? Ah, I'm scared, Nick. So, what were you getting excited about? Look, on the lapel of this suit. That's Attorney's badge. Wait, is it made out of cardboard? Is this the tiger a lawyer? No way, look at this thing. It's made out of paper. Paper badge. Alright. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obvious fake badge when they see me? Alright, is there any other clues around here? Let's see, this round doll thing is called drama, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two about more cultures in case you're wondering. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now, this yellow thing. This is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's called king. I think it's a king. Now that I'm an expert of everything, I'm more of a reversing person, you know? Assuming she knows what she's talking about. These aren't exactly your typicals. Mobster wannabes items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out around here. What is it? It's a repair bill. It looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $50,000 to replace a bumper and the light. That's insane. The car's registered to the Calavernis. Huh? So it's not even the tiger's car? Why would someone else repair's bill be in the tiger's office? Okay. What else do we have around here? Ooh, there's something here on the floor. Oh no, someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did she manage to knock one of those out? Aren't they like supposed to be super heavy? Oh hey, there's a book of matches here too. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on it. This cover says "Trust bien." These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Yeah, the pilot light for the office boilers keeps them going out. Swing and miss, Maya. Swing and miss. Okay. Is there anything else we should look around? Oh yeah, the obvious one, the CD player. The thing that she said don't touch. There's a CD player on the desk, but the dust is so loud. It's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Oh, she's back. Ah. Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So, you drank it. Oh. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. That coffee, it was laced with something. I'm almost sure of it. Nick, my stomach is killing me. Oh wait, maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have a chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocco song. It's not the Rocco soundtrack, or is it the Claw of the Tiger? I get it. I get the reference, because the song "Eye of the Tiger" from the Rocky soundtrack. I see what you. I like these little pop culture references. It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc and pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something's happening. Come out from under my desk, Maya. What are you two snooping around in my office for? Nothing, we were just... My precious carpet, you's got ash on my rug. You're gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us, it was already like... You's wanna argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think you's could take on me? I'm gonna flatten yous two into pancakes and then turn yous into my new rugs. Oh? Don Tigre. You're back. That voice is like an evil seeping into your head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over the ashtray earlier, and... Yeah. Has she got a death wish or what? Oh, right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Phoenix Wright. Yes? You's either crazy or you plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gotta come on and mess around my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. Heh, but I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left a little girl at home, right? I had a few things I wanted. What? No questions. This is the last time we meet. That was awkward. Wait, please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of an earshot before you shot it after him. Like you're one to talk. I didn't hear you scream. Hold it, ear. The espresso. And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was the tiger called her? Violetta? Did we talk to her? I guess we'll talk to her. So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tender Leather. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you expected from a family-sized business, a conscious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy. Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you that little extra here at Tender Lender. Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from the card game for starters. Why didn't you take a loan? Would I like to take out a loan for this place like this? Not so much. Tender Lender is on your side. So, let's just say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then? We'll give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right. I think I'm rather skip town. Hey, just remember, I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in the restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. I'm heading out. Okay, zombie. Catch you later. The manager being the tiger. Furio Tigre. Furio? Tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. The fake Phoenix got a real name. Hurry up and find more about him. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre. Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the scary bird doing working together? We are lovers. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the only one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I have to. Okay, Don Tigre, of course. I'm sorry. He saved her life. I'm sure I'd like to know what happened. I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died. Once. You died. About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything. When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espressos. I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you got that bandage over your head? This? So, what's the story with the bandages? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. Fatal injury? Maya's just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before you said you died once. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. I don't think we're gonna get anything here soon, so I'll come back to her later. She really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we gotta find the truth. Nah, she's not gonna talk. There he is. OC is back feeding the pigeons. There, take this, and get out of my park. Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while you still can. Hello, old man. What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Gah. Hey, he's just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet it really hurts his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo. Huh? Pigeon. Look, we really need to talk to you, alright? Out with the demons. I'm with good fortune. Shell splinters. Painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. Okay, let's talk to him. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Everyone I'm talking about is talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the surface girl backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw the waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lad's Javachino. We hear you. And another thing, the young layabouts was wearing an earpiece on the same side of the lens of his broken spectacles. We're really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I'll tell you. Okay, take it easy. Please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky haired brat. Take this. You said you were a craftsman, right? Bah! The modern world casts the honest craftsman like me aside in droves. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up in that dribble old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection! Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I got a tsunami of frustrations inside and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much cause for craftsmen these days then. Of course not. I'm gonna skip this dialogue. He's talking so much. Wait a minute, what did he just say? At home and at that restaurant. Hold up, by restaurant, are you talking about Tresbian? Did you get asked to run an errand there? Yes, I did. The very day the young brat was poisoned. What? Okay. So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed. And I broke that vase, and it all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi! You call the police? Call them yourself. I should have said that back, but I didn't think of it that time. So, did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Gah! Do I look like I have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You were looking for one? I couldn't find one right away. You know? Wander around 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes. So 5 minutes after the incident happened. Yes, sirree. The owner was at Tribulations on his own. Why didn't you mention this before in the morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you all bullied me out of the courtroom. I'm gonna skip this. Okay, I think we're done with this. Alright, let's talk to Maggie. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you. Oh yeah, I got something you're gonna love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox, just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies, too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me? Nah, it was Gumshoe. Who else would make a lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe. He really is worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Hey, come on, don't be like that. The rules are rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when the ex-cops turned waitress said that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyways, I hate weenies. Now she says that. Oh, I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been in a bit of a court proceedings addict for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. Yeah. Contradictions. After the incident. Victor's testimony. There was another customer there. Right. Alright. Let's go to the Criminals Affairs Department. Alright. The main server just went up in smoke. Why the heck is the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using that computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's Gumshoe. Alright. Alright, so we presented the CDMC bomber. It was a virus. That's the girl who works over the tender lender. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? Her name is Viola Cadavari. She's the only granddaughter of the Bruto Cadavari. Bruto Cadavari, do you know who that is? Never heard of him. It's the boss of the family. The Cadavari, that's one scary sounding name. We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. I better get some info from Gumshoes about this. The Cadaveries. That's what it says in the file. Computer viruses. What's a virus? MC Bomber. I'm just skipping some of this dialogue, that's all. Don't mind me. The weenies. Oh yes. She doesn't want to eat them. Alright. Okay. Okay, she has 3 big secrets right here. So how about you tell me about what kind of trouble he was in? And they don't want to go over that? What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shy where this gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Egg's trouble have something to do with this? What else we can find? I'm looking for the ticket. Lottery ticket. What is that? A lottery ticket. There were a ton of these on the victim's table at the scene of the crime. And what is the relevance of that? The victim, Mr. Glenn Egg, had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone dreams of being rich. Even I listen to Millionaire Radio. She's right, that is a big week on his own. But Mr. Egg's gambling was restricted to the lottery, wasn't it? The lottery horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad. Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some of these pretty serious troubles, perhaps. Okay, we broke that secret. You're right, Glenn did have a gambling problem. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000. Yeah, but it's hard to imagine how you could have had trouble, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elk won $500,000 in the end. But that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in a deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? His real problem was with someone or something. The boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. Tender Lender. People with business should think harder before naming their offices. Like you're one to talk. Well, what do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No. I mean about Mr. M. You think Glenn has something to do with Fury Tigre? Yes. I'm sorry, I don't know of any connections. Really? Because I got proof that Mr. Egg and the tiger knew each other. Let's look at our evidence. Fury Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Egg met on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark will talk with him about is debt. No. It's true that Glenn racked up quite a bit with the gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy who's lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would just use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to work. I'm so close to cracking her. Oh, right! I know what. The virus. Alright, now we could talk. Talk about Glenn's troubles. His gambling troubles, and he was making a virus. Now he has risky extra work. And we have some updates on the MC Bomber virus. And let's move on. Let's go by Tender Linda. And let's see if we can break Miss Viola. Oh shit. She got 4 of them. The head badges. Okay. You said that the badges around your head was from an operation. You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently. Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow. Did the injury in the question have something to do with this? Let's see, what do we have? Actually, so what do you have to say for yourself now? Pretzels for you. Huh? Don't worry about the little white specks on the surface. I just sprinkle a small quantity. Oh no. No, thanks. My evidence must have been still half baked. I really don't know the further. I don't think... Tell me, what do the cavalries have to do with me? I'm gonna back out there. Donuts? I baked them myself, homemade donuts. What happened to this woman, Leslie? Okay. Okay, I got a trophy. That was all I was aiming for. Homemade donuts. This one I'm still working on, the fancy foreign words by Armstrong. I guess I'll get back to that one later. Alright. Okay, we broke a lot. Alright, we broke another lot. That's a lot of evidence I have here. Let's present the scooter. Alright, one more lot to go. Okay. We should be able to wrap up here. Alright, so now we could talk to her. We could talk to her about everything. talk about the compensations. Okay. Let's go to Tribulations. Eh, bonjour! I have been waiting for you to return. Mr. Armstrong. Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say useful. Oh no, it's this guy. Ah, it's Big Phoenix. Who you calling Zini Upi? Ah. Oh yeah, because they're pronouncing his name backwards. Come out under the table already, Amaya. Okay, hand it over. What? You just want to play these games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now. Uh-oh, I think he wants to feel those papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical paper? Mr. Cavalry already trusted you. That's why she says she helped you. Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an implant. You just want to have what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad. It ain't gonna. It's only her face. She thinks she got power because her Brutal's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm gonna expose you what you did for $1 million. You will have to pay for this. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2. Oui. Mr. Armstrong, forgive me. Désolé. I cannot argue with him. That really hurt. Is that all you've got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get the lighter. Wait! Don't take it too hard. Phoenix, right? That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Hold it, pal. Gumshoe. Detective. You think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Whoa. Come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. You guys, get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But go, pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick. Don't leave me behind. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow in court. Tender limit is gonna go down. To be continued. I'm gonna stop here. This trial is this whole case is taking longer than it needs to. Let me see where I should save, because I want to make sure I don't override my achievement ones. Slot number 6, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna go stop right here. I think Zombie said she's gonna start streaming. I could probably rate her, but let me just check. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I should be able to wrap up this case tomorrow. Hopefully, crossing my fingers. And then we have like 2 more cases after this. Oh boy. Oh, I don't see her streaming, so I'll probably rate someone else. I see Miso's streaming. Let me shout her out first, and then I will rate her. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.